Right. Acha, before I discuss social association, one more term I will explain. Like I explained, social group, right? Social groups, primary groups, and secondary groups, right? Primary groups and second. Apart from this, there is one another term referred as quasi group, right? Quasi groups, quasi groups. I'm explaining this because this term will appear in course of discussion further. Like the class you belong to, right, or the caste you belong to, right. At times you are part of crowd also in college, Jindabad, Murdabad, kind of, right? या फिर during Anna Ji Hazare ka movement, right? That all IITians, medical graduates and all participated in large number. I don't know where they are for last 3-4 years. Okay, so like the crowd or the caste group, or which is also referred as status group, or class, right? These are referred as quasi group actually, right? Like you belong to middle class, but you are not aware of all the middle class men. You are not in frequent interaction with all the middle class men, isn't it? So you belong to the middle class group, but there is low or no frequency of interaction, isn't it? Right? And no sense also belonging to a social unit, isn't it? So this such groups are referred as quasi group. So social class का जो group होता है आपका, class group is quasi group. Your caste group is quasi group, right? Your like you are part of some crowd also at times, that is also quasi group. Huh. There are chances that over the period of time, or these quasi groups turn into turns into social group, right? How? For example, suppose a caste group, like the caste group when forms some are formed and organized on the basis of some interest, right? If some caste group forms political party, so political party is referred as a social group. Secondary social group, I categorized primary social group and secondary social group, right? So political party is a secondary social group, right? If a particular caste or a class, right, turns into political party, or a political party is formed on the basis of caste, all members of caste will belong to that political party, then that political party will be referred as social group, right? Class or caste is referred as quasi group, right? जैसे there are social groups, like there are political parties based on caste, or political parties based on class also, like agricultural or labor class communist party, right? Communist, earlier a party of proletariat, or working class, industrial working class, or agricultural labor class, isn't it? So that political party is basically social group, formal social group, and that class or caste or crowd referred as quasi group. तो कभी ऐसा quasi group आ जाए तो confuse नहीं होना है. And one more categorization is there related to social group, that is I briefed you in primary group and secondary group. There is other categorization, formal group and informal group. So again, like family is your informal group, right? जहाँ पे written set of rules, laws बहुत rigidly apply नहीं होते, informality in interaction is there, right? So that group is informal group, right? Kinship group also informal group, Fufa ji, Chacha ji, right? Peer group is also informal group. There is informality in your interaction and relationship, right? So peer group, friendship group is also informal group. And formal groups, like again, the secondary groups are formal groups actually, right? Where, for example, political party, trade union, right? In these groups, these are formal groups, these are secondary groups. In these groups, there are particular set of, values, particular set of norms, rules, regulations, isn't it? So these are the features of formal group. Okay, now second, other basic concepts, that is social association, right? Okay, look, we all belong to society, and the members of society have diverse social needs, right? आपके भी needs है, मेरे भी needs है, सबके needs होते हैं कुछ, ठीक है ना? The members of society have diverse social need for food, right? Employment, right? Clothes. There are primary needs, there are secondary needs, ठीक है ना? बहुत सारे needs है, right? And like members of society, you or me as a member of society can fulfill our needs, in different ways, right? One possibility may be to fulfill, like one individual, right? If he has some needs, he will be oriented towards fulfilling his own need, discarding others, rejecting others, not caring of the others needs. ऐसे भी लोग हैं सोसाइटी में, ऐसा नहीं है, ठीक है ना? हमारे सोसाइटी में तो है ऐसे इंडिविजुअल्स है, ऐसे ग्रुप्स है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है. पब्लिक का नीड वाज कि लाइक ऐसे इंडिविजुअल्स है, ऐसे ग्रुप्स है, पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज है. पब्लिक का नीड वाज कि लाइक द पॉलिटिकल पार्टी शुड हैव taken care of rising cases of COVID in early February in Maharashtra, right? They should have taken care of, new strains, right, of COVID, this Corona, COVID-19, this virus, and should have suspended or postponed elections, right? कुछ समय के लिए postpone कर देते, but they did not, right? So in this term, you can say these political parties are anti-social. Right? If the individual or group, right, refutes, rejects, others' need and only concerned about, fulfillment of their own needs, right? Such individuals or groups referred as unsocial, actually, not antisocial, unsocial, right? जिनको सोसाइटी से मतलब नहीं है, right? मेरे को अपना ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर चाहिए, फॉर एग्जाम्पल, या चाहिए तो बस गए और अपना सिलेंडर लेकर, कोई बहाना करके, झूठ बोल के अपना सिलेंडर लेकर आ गए, ऑक्सीजन सिलेंडर. तो लाइक सच पीपल आर, एंड दैट टू विदाउट नीड, एक्चुअली जस्ट फॉर द सेक ऑफ फ्यूचर, कि फ्यूचर में अगर कुछ होगा तो मेरे पास रहना चाहिए ऑक्सीजन कॉन्सेंट्रेटर. तो ऐसा लोग को यू कैन से अनसोशियल, ठीक है ना? जैसे क्लास में भी हो, लाइक कॉलेज डेज में, कि बहुत बच्चे ऐसा होते हैं ना जिनको बस अपना अलग सेपरेट नोट्स बनाना है, या फिर, ठीक है ना? अब जैसे वो उसको बोल सकते हो, वो 3 इडियट्स में एक था ना जो बहुत लाइक स्टूडियस था, लाइक, ठीक है? तो जो एग्जाम के पहले दूसरे के वो कुछ वो बुक्स वगैरह डेविएट करने के लिए कुछ रख देता था रूम्स में, राइट? आई फॉरगेट हिज नेम, मैन, याद नहीं रहता, बहुत इतना स्टिमुलस है ना माइंड में, याद नहीं रहता नाम वगैरह, बहुत पर्सनालिटीज का, और वो भी सिनेमा का पर्सनालिटीज का मूविंग होता है. तो लाइक व्हाट आई मीन टू से कि सच पीपल हु आर कंसर्न्ड ओनली अबाउट फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ देयर ओन नीड्स, discard of discarding others needs, such people are referred as unsocial, can be referred as unsocial. So what I said कि in society every individual or group has to fulfill certain needs, right? So one possibility or one probability is कि individual or group fulfill their needs, rejecting, refuting others needs. Such individual referred as unsocial. Second chance is there कि individual fulfill their needs through conflict, दूसरे को मार के, या like punish करके, fulfillment of needs, right? कि like suppose individual needs some land for construction of house, or he does not have land, वो गया और जिसका land है उसको shoot कर दिया और land grab कर लिया, is it? So this is conflict actually, and for that he will be punished, isn't it? So this is also not the right way for fulfillment of needs, ठीक है ना? This is second, कि लाइक फुलफिलमेंट ऑफ नीड्स थ्रू कॉन्फ्लिक्ट, वॉर, ठीक है ना, कि अगर सुपीरियर बनना है तो like in societies of the past we have seen, you know, for ascertaining superiority, you know, like people used to wage war, ठीक है ना, तो वो भी fulfillment of needs था. Now the third way is कि fulfillment of need through cooperation, right, support to each other, cooperation with each other, isn't it? Right, that is the third. This is the third actually, right? So individuals may come together, isn't it? Work together, right? Cooperate with each other for fulfillment of their needs, isn't it? For attainment of certain goals, right? Goals is need actually, right? So when individuals come together, right, and have, you know, common, you know, goal, isn't it? Common goal to attain for fulfillment of need, right? When individuals or collectivity, isn't it, cooperate with each other for attainment of some goal, for fulfillment of their needs, such collectivity is referred as social association, right? Cooperation and attainment of certain goals are important features of social association, and this, you know, is the basic feature of social association, right? So this is social association refers to a collectivity with certain goals, right, and characterized by cooperation, ठीक है ना. जैसे association of football players, right? तो उस फुटबॉल टीम एक्चुअली इज एग्जांपल ऑफ एसोसिएशन, ठीक है ना. जितने मेंबर्स होते हैं फुटबॉल टीम में, लाइक व्हाट इज देयर, यू नो, दे आर एसोसिएटेड, राइट, दे कम टुगेदर, राइट, फॉर व्हाट, फॉर प्लेइंग द मैच एंड विनिंग द मेडल्स, इजंट इट. तो एक कॉमन गोल है सभी प्लेयर्स का. ऐसा तो नहीं होता है ना किसी प्लेयर का कि मैं मैच खेल के फुटबॉल लेकर भाग जाऊंगा, ठीक है ना, मेरे को मेडल नहीं चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं होता है ना. All are oriented, you know, towards cooperating with each other for winning the match and, you know, to win the tournament, to get medals, isn't it, recognition, isn't it? So this is, so football team, cricket team, cricket association, these are all examples of association. Like family also, in a sense, you know, in this sense is association. Men and women associated for fulfillment of certain needs, certain, you know, attainment of certain goals, having children's continuity of generation, isn't it? So family is also referred as association, right? Okay, so this is, there are trade union association, right? Okay, association of caste men, right, like Dalit Venture or Agrawal Mahasabha, Jat Mahasabha. These castes also have associations, right? So this is okay.